the cops were pretty much just watching my every move at that point. But yeah, apparently they pulled us over because they said that I went over the yellow line. But yeah, as soon as they were like step out of the vehicle, I was like, oh, okay, well that's not any good. I was instantly concerned as soon as I said step out of the vehicle. I was like, okay, so then they're gonna arrest me basically. That's what they say when they're about to arrest somebody, is step out of the vehicle. But fortunately they didn't. And they asked me if I was drinking, and I was like, well, I did have a beer earlier. Because I did. But that was like 3 hours ago. I was like, I was in New Jersey when I got pulled over, by the way. And I was like, okay, so there has to be like a certain amount of like blood alcohol content before, you can drive. And yeah, I was pretty sure that I was, in the safe zone for that. So yeah, anyways, I'm currently driving back to Michigan. It's about a 10.5-hour drive back home. I would like to talk to them about the trip a little bit. I thought DC was absolutely amazing, honestly. I completely love DC. It was definitely an experience, that's for sure. We tried so hard to get into the inauguration, and we ended up getting down to where the inauguration was. And once I got down there, they told me that it was going to be a 3-hour wait, and I was like, a 3-hour wait? Are you serious? Like, that is ridiculous. So I ended up getting out of there. For one, I didn't have my jacket. They made me take my jacket off because the jacket that I had on had a body armor, and apparently that's not allowed by Secret Service. So they made me take that off. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Me and the comrades, we set up a visual area. We put up a bunch of banners, and like one of them, it was like a bunch of fuck Trump banners. One that said like "Twisted Tea, smack me with it." Just a bunch of like really awesome stuff. So yeah, that was really cool. A couple people did not like it, but a lot of people did like it. So then we got to run into a lot of live streamers from all over the country there. Then we also went to the Lincoln Memorial, and we set up there with all our banners and signs and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. And then we decided that we were going to go to New York City because we had an offer to come here. There were a bunch of different events that were happening in New York. And at the first march that we came to in New York City was at the Stonewall. It was a Stonewall march. And the energy in New York City was just absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the energy. And being some streamers that I really looked up to for a really long time. And not only did I get to meet them, but I got to talk politics with them. I got to learn a lot about what's necessary to be a better streamer, what kind of equipment's needed, what programs to use, what platforms to stream off of, etc. So I feel like that was very, very helpful for me. But yeah, the first night we pulled up in New York, and the rest of our comrades were already there, and there were about I'd say about 150, maybe 200 people. But the fact that everybody who spoke was trans, I thought that was absolutely amazing. At one point in the march, they actually had like a circle, and they had like a dance off with everybody that was there that was trans, and that was absolutely amazing. Everybody that was dancing in that circle did such a great job dancing too, and they put my dancing skills to shame, that's for sure. So yeah. cool. And at this march, it was led by a 17-year-old girl, which I thought was amazing. That a 17-year-old was willing to, stand up and be that loud youth support that we need in our community. This loud 17-year-old girl that's an organizer, and she's getting full-grown adults to follow behind her, and I think that's such an amazing thing to see at that age, because somebody that's starting that young, they have their entire future ahead of them, and she's gonna go places, and I can see that. I can definitely see that. We probably had about 100 people at that march, and it was really, really good too. We also had a drum line, and the fact that they were including not just Black lives when they said Black Lives Matter, but they were also including Black trans lives, Black gay lives, Black queer lives, just the entire spectrum. It was the first time I've actually heard of anybody saying Black inmates before. So that's something that I feel like people in other communities need to do. Also, we went to a march specifically for deportation. A member of the communities was being detained by ICE. So the family was speaking out about that. And they were talking about how that was a really sad rally, because you could see the emotion with the mother. Just the mother's emotion was projected incredibly strongly, and we all could see it. We're all empathetic, and so we can tell how distraught she was by everything. So yeah, that was a very, very good march. We had a lot of fun, just like walking around the city. One of the first nights that we were there, the cops they had like a barricade, not like a barricade, but like a police barricade, in the intersection, and they were stopping people. But when they were stopping people, they were only stopping BIPOC people, and that was the problem. They were stopping BIPOC people, and they were letting white people go. And it's like, okay, so why? And over again, you can see how racist the NYPD is, because they were just pulling over BIPOC people. And they were like, oh, hey, you're white, you got a free pass, you can automatically go. It's like, okay. Do you see the irony in this? Do you see what's wrong in this? Do you see that all these white officers are the ones that are saying, hey, these white people can just go, and that's not okay. By any means, it's not okay. So we were there, and we were making them uncomfortable. We wanted to make them as uncomfortable as possible. We wanted them to know how much we despise them, how much we did not like them. We wanted them to realize exactly what they were doing, how they were showing fascist traits, how they were acting like fucking Nazis, because they were. And I think we did a really good job making them uncomfortable. I think we did a really good job, and we confronted them for pulling over BIPOC people, which is exactly what they were doing. We wanted them to know exactly what they were doing, and we did. So yeah. And today was a really fun day. I gotta spend time in the hotel with a bunch of my streamer comrades that I've been looking up to for a long time, and I've been watching their streams, and I thought that was just absolutely amazing. And then today we walked around the city for around the New York Stock Exchange. We went to Chinatown. We went to Little Italy. Just all over the place, just all over New York. And that was incredible, absolutely incredible. The Italian restaurant that we went to, they were super, super cool. And so when we went there, the streamers, they took the business card with the restaurant name on it. So, like, hey, this is where we're at. And then people started making phone calls to this restaurant. And not in any kind of malicious way either. The first person that called was like, hey, let me order everyone. Are you serious? And then somebody else called and they said, I'm going to pay for everyone's meals. So I was like, okay. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That is so, so, so cool that they were willing to pay for everybody's meals. And then another person called in just to leave like a fat tip. And I was like, yes, that's so great. That's so great. Like, seriously. Well, they were calling in to see what they could do to help, and we were just like, go ahead and leave a tip. And so they did. They left a $100 tip for the waiters, and I thought that was amazing. So we got a free meal. And they definitely want us to come back. We took a selfie with the workers and all of us. And we're definitely gonna go back at some point. At least I am. I can't speak on everyone's behalf, but I definitely want to go back. So yeah, I just wanted to cover a couple things. But yeah, no, this trip was great. I learned a lot more than I expected to, honestly. It's the fact that these other streamers are so knowledgeable. They taught me a lot of things that I did not know before. Especially about like gear and what's happening in these other cities. And it's always better to be knowledgeable and educated about what's going on in the world than to put a blind eye or close your ears off to it. So yeah, I had a great time. Everyone was super sweet, and hopefully I can go on another fun vacation here soon. We'll see. I'm not really sure. Might not go quite as far next time, but I would like to travel again soon. So when I do, I will let everybody know. But yeah, so we got really lucky on this trip, and we had the hotel room paid for and everything. Actually, somebody else had the hotel room